Welcome, everyone. We're so happy that you're all here to enjoy our show and to partake in this program that we've done for 9 years. It's a beautiful collaboration between Playwrights Project and the School of Theater, Television, and Film. My name is Peter Cirino. I was lucky enough to direct one of the pieces tonight, and really lucky to have met this wonderful woman, Cecelia, about 9 years ago. And we started that collaboration, and it's just been one of the best things for our students, for our campus, and the community. So thank you, and thank all of you for joining us tonight.
I have it muted.
And I'm Cecelia Kouma with Playwrights Project. And I want to thank Peter Cirino, who has made this possible, this wonderful collaboration for these past 9 years. When Randy Reinholz introduced us, I knew it was going to be a marvelous experience back in those days, and it has been such a joy every year to work with you, Peter. And I am so delighted to have this great company of actors here. It is a gift to the writers, who are, many of them are also with us this evening. And it is such a gift for them to see the theater process, to see how an actor invests in their characters. And so I hope that you'll stick around. We have 3 very short plays, and it will all be completed within an hour. And that includes a talkback with the actors and the writers to hear about the process and to answer questions that you might have. So we welcome you. We thank you for joining us. And we are delighted to introduce the plays. I think more people are trickling in, so we're going to wait a few more minutes before we start. And while they're doing that, I also want to, well, here's Robert Wood, one of our writers. Welcome, Robert.
How's everybody doing? I'm really excited.
Good, good. We are going to have you back on afterwards for a conversation, so thanks for getting here. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, guys.
And while I've got a moment or two, I also want to thank the folks at Centinela State Prison and Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility that have really embraced the program and allowed us to work inside the facilities. We have missed being inside during COVID, unfortunately, but we've been able to send in some written packets and receive some writing back from the participants, and then give them feedback so that they can continue to express themselves and to create, and to know that we are all here looking forward to sharing in their creativity and sharing that out here with all of you. So thank you for being here. We are recording the performance, and we will share that video of the performance inside once it gets the approval from administration. So that is always a treat. When you have a chance to talk to the writers at the end of the evening, you can ask them how that was, because at least Shawn, who is here, had the opportunity to see his play performed inside from a previous production with San Diego State. So we look forward to hearing more about that. Well, thank you all again for joining us, and I look forward to talking with you afterwards, and I hope you enjoy the show. There and Back by Robert L. Wood. The setting is a United States penitentiary, Lompoc, California. At Rise, Reno and Slick are sitting in a cell.
Youngster, you do realize that your big homie, Big Slick, left you for dead up until about 7 or 8 months ago. At least that's what you told me. And that girl you think you love so much, Trina, she just started writing you again a few months ago. Is that really loyalty after you've done nearly 4 years already? Big Slick got me. You want to get out of here, though. I need that, man. What do you got for you, Slick? Help coming right back here? Give yourself a chance, brother. I am giving myself a chance to get rich, and I'm definitely not coming back. For real. What you gonna do, youngster? You leave this jailhouse in just a few hours. During the last few months, your girl came back after making you do almost all your time alone. And your homie, Big Slick, that left you for dead, has been sending you money. Now it's finally time to go home. But please don't tell me you getting right back out to them. They already showed you how they really feel. Now that you coming home, they ready to use you again. I'm about to get right back to balling. That's what I'm gonna do, homie. I got my girl. I'm getting out of here and I'm getting my money right off the dribble. Hasn't this time taught you anything, Slick? Sounds like you ready to go out there and come right back. Off the dribble. What, should I keep the bunk open? Hell no! I got way too much game for him. I'm moving totally different now. I've been in here learning from the very best. I got that white collar game now. Have you ever asked yourself why they're here if they know so much? They're really the very best? I'm going to get paid, bro. I got my girl and my homies waiting on me. And Big Slick says he's got me from day one. And I'm gonna look out for you too, Reno. We fixing the ball. Ball till you fall? Come on, man. Thought you were smarter than that, Slick. As far as looking out for me, all you need to do is stay out. Reno. Oh, you get the chance to get out of here when this pandemic's got us in an almost permanent lockdown. You're thinking about squandering it. It's a very bad idea. You getting out, young and healthy. Don't waste this opportunity, brother. Reno, listen, no, man.
Slick, let's go. No more free room and board. You're being evicted. So, you ready for the real world?
Sure am. I just hope they're ready for me.
I know Reno been giving you some solid advice. If you don't pay attention to what you do, you'll be here when I retire.
I'll be retiring 6 months after I get out of here.
If that's the case, the retirement home is always open. See you soon.
End of scene 1. Scene 2. We are now in Trina's house at night. Trina is putting on makeup.
Now that little Slick's back out, everything's gonna change. I just know he's gonna ball. That means we gonna ball. I'm gonna ball. Big Slick says he's got me, so it's on. Nails all the time, hair looking fabulous. If you don't ball hard enough, it won't matter. I'll be so fly, even Big Slick may wanna make me his main girl. I ain't tripping though, little Slick got me. I've been riding him faithfully during the last 6 months, and I only messed around with 2 of his homies. Big Slick won't say anything. He already said it was just a slip. And JoJo is locked up right now anyway. Maybe I'll get pregnant by Slick. Trap him for life. Anyways, I can't wait till he gets out. All these females is gonna be so jealous of me. Ballin' again. I gotta keep him out though. Keep him away from everything but his hustle. On top of everything else, I think I may love him. We'll see. Come to me, Slick.
End of scene 2. Scene 3. We are now in Big Slick's luxury living room in the evening. Big Slick and Slick are talking.
Little Slick, this for you. I know I got kind of busy while you was doing your time, but I love you, homie. Glad to see you out.
I appreciate it, Big Slick.
I got another surprise for you too, little homie. Come in.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too. I'll make everything up to you if you let me.
Yes, of course.
You guys go spend some time together. Get reacquainted. Go spend some money, buy some clothes. And then we get back to business. I studied all that white collar stuff you told me about. I'll be doing some of that. But for now, cocaine's the game. You still with it?
My man's a hustler for life.
You ain't even gotta ask. You know I am.
Great. Here. That charger out front? It's yours. Paper's in the glove. Hey, listen. I need a one-on-one with you for a few minutes. Trina, is that cool?
End of scene 3. Scene 4. We're back at the United States Penitentiary, Lompoc, California, approximately 10 months later. At Rise, Reno is reading the Bible and Officer Wright knocks on his door.
What's up, man?
Got another celly for you.
New guy?
Nope. Somebody we both thought had a good chance. Guy who couldn't make it without free room and board.
Who's that? Go ahead and tell me how stupid I am. No, you may finally realize that for yourself now. Not how stupid you are, but how stupid you were. How's Big Slick and that girlfriend of yours? Gone again, man. Surprised? Not this time. Sounds like you may finally have some sense. Just a little, but a start. Go ahead. And go ahead and tell me how stupid I am. I know you want to. No. I want to tell you to give up on crime. I'm going to ask you to read this Bible with me and meet someone who will always be there for you. I'm going to tell you that your life is worth more than a quick buck and constant trips to jail. Slick. Slow down. And think. Please.
End of play. Prison is Not Me by Shawn, Malone, Khalifa. Scene 1. The setting is Zoom. At Rise, Joseph, 32, and Whitney, 35, are talking.
Joseph Calienter Jenkins.
Wait. Where did you get those extensions? They look good.
Thank you.
No, for real, it looks like Rapunzel had a baby with the moon and they gave birth to you.
What's that have to do with my hair?
No, for real though, class is about to start tomorrow and I'm scared.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be laughing, but you act like this is the hardest thing you've ever been through.
It's not that, like, you're right. Prison was hard and everything out here is a gift.
That's the spirit. Now turn that frown upside down and get excited about tomorrow.
I am excited. It's just every time I introduce myself in class, prison is the first and last thing out of my mouth. You would think I'd be able to educate people without sharing that I've been to prison.
Yes, but I've been in class with you and your story is quite inspirational.
As the semester goes on, though, it seems like people get scared of me and think of me as some old dude who's been to prison, not an intelligent peer who has knowledge to offer.
I know how you feel. I'm 35 and you're the only person in class my age. You're not alone.
I swear, though, tomorrow I ain't telling anybody that I've been to prison.
You can, if that's what makes you happy.
It would.
I got your back. I won't tell nobody you've been to prison.
Deal?
Deal.
I knew I kicked it with you for a reason, Wit.
Scene 2. The Zoom SDSU classroom. At Rise, sociology professor, Professor Walter, introduces herself.
Welcome back, SDSU. It will be so good to see everybody's face, even if it's still on Zoom. So I'll ask you to please turn your cameras on. To begin our semester, I'll ask you to please unmute yourself and share one thing you will always remember about the pandemic. And also a brief introduction about yourself. Joseph, since your camera is on, why don't you go first?
I'm always so special.
Remember, no prison.
Hi, my name is Joseph, and one thing I'll always remember about the pandemic, how fast we went from a democracy to a socialist nation really quick.
Huh, that's an interesting statement. Would you care to elaborate?
Yeah, sure. Basically, our nation is flexible and does what it sees fit to maintain social order and control. If America wants to be democratic, it will be. If it wants to be socialist, it will be. It depends on the situation, which ultimately is a good thing, right?
That's a great point. Where did you grow up?
I uh I uh, I grew up in a world quite different from yours.
So you're an alien.
Uh, in reality, yeah, I'm for real not from here.
Okay, thank you.
You did a great job. No prison, not one time.
Yeah, but now I sound stupid, like I'm a space alien.
Yeah, that was funny.
I wish I would have told him I was in prison.
I can tell them for you.
Might as well. Would be better for my future.
Hi, everybody. My name is Whitney, and before I introduce myself, let me talk to you about my space alien friend who you just heard from. Joseph is not really an alien from outer space. When he was a teenager, he was incarcerated for a crime he didn't commit and sentenced to life in prison. Joseph is amazing and has many talents, like he writes books, plays, and he is an amazing public speaker.
Whitney, that was so nice of you to clarify. And Joseph, I apologize if it seemed like we were making light of your introduction.
It's okay. I just didn't want this to happen. Now I feel like I'm going to be treated differently.
Oh dear, no, Joseph. We will not be treating you any differently. And if any students do, just let me know and we will address it.
I ain't no snitch, Professor Walter.
If you'd like to share more, we'd love to hear it.
I can share after the class is done if that's what the class wants.
Do you want to hear more from Joseph?
Almost the entire class gives the thumbs up emoji.
Wow, I see a lot of thumbs up. That is a lot of interest. How about this, Joseph? Whitney mentioned that you have public speaking skills, and I am scheduled to speak at Viejas Arena tonight before the basketball game. This would be a great opportunity for you to speak to the entire school. What do you say?
I actually like that. If I can, I like to show that I am more than my former incarceration and give them some wisdom on what it is to set and accomplish goals.
That sounds great. Okay, I'll let the organizers know.
Congratulations, Joseph. This is huge.
I know. I'm low-key excited. Oh, don't forget to finish introducing yourself.
Oh, that's right. I'm from Tijuana and in the future hope to become an FBI agent. Or if that doesn't work, I want to become a reporter. I currently write for the Daily Aztec, and I'm doing a story on Joseph, so be on the lookout. Thank you.
That's so incredible, Whitney. Maybe you could join Joseph speaking at the arena tonight.
Yes, I'll be there. Thank you so much, Professor.
Scene 3. We are now at the socially distanced Viejas Arena. Professor Walter is speaking on a video board.
And we wouldn't be anything without the show. Let me introduce two of my students who have a great story of resiliency for you all. Joseph, Whitney, go Aztecs!
Hello, Aztecs. My name is Whitney, and I write for the Daily Aztec. And this is Joseph.
Hi, Viejas. My name is Joseph, and I am happy to be here.
Professor Walter invited Joseph and I to speak with you here today.
And we're kind of excited to do so, speaking about the power of intention and goal setting.
Did you know that you are the future you dream of?
Everything you desire and hope to accomplish is within your power if you set the right goals.
It is never easy to get out of a dangerous neighborhood that you were born into.
For me, personally, this meant death or jail was the only way out. So eventually I was incarcerated. That didn't mean my goals ended. From the outside, it looked like things were happening to me and beyond my control. I'm here today to let you know I was actually in control the entire time. I accomplished my goals of getting out of my neighborhood and went on to receive the education I dreamed of. I consider my life a success.
It was once said by a wise man that we all just need to guard our own post, not worry about what the person next to us is supposed to be doing, but making sure we are doing our job.
You are in control. Never think for one moment you are not.
Like Joseph said, you are in control of your here, now, and future. Now let's go Aztecs and accomplish our dreams.
Institutionalized by Kamau, Talib, Sanders. The characters are Simone, 46-year-old wife of Tiny, Danny and Danielle, their 14-year-old twins, Frog, 48 years old, Tiny's childhood best friend. The setting is Tiny and Simone's home. Simone, 2 kids, and best friend are waiting in the dark for Tiny so they can surprise him on his first day home from prison.
Everyone hide and be quiet. Here he comes now.
Surprise! Oh! Get the heaters! Time to go to war! Put your backs against the wall and be prepared to brawl!
Oh my gosh, babe, put that thing away. It's just us trying to surprise you with the coming home party. Where'd you have that stashed anyway?
Babe, I got some cold tactics I learned while I was in prison, but don't let that bother you.
Hey kids, come over here and welcome your dad home.
Welcome home, Dad.
He grabs her and pulls her in for a hug and shakes her hand very firmly.
Ow! Dad.
Show Daddy some love, champ! Hey,
Dad, my hand.
buddy, if you don't buck up, I barely shook your hand.
Hey, Dad. I missed you. Welcome home.
I missed you too, baby girl. Come give me a hug.
She stops him with a hand on the chest before he can hug her the same way.
Dang, Daddy, pump the brakes. I don't know if you can tell, but I am a girl.
Girl, what you talking about? You need to toughen up. Y'all acting all soft. I know Daddy raised you better than that. That? Oh, snap, that's my dog, Frog. A long time no see, man. Get over here and give me a hug.
Frog walks up and Tiny hugs him the same way as he did with the kids.
Golly, big bro. You have a lot of testosterone bottled up inside you. What? Simone wasn't coming up and giving you family visits or what?
Nah, man. I got caught with that cell phone a year ago, and ever since they took away my visits.
I can tell. Sheesh. All right, Simone, you about to have your hands full with this one.
I know, right? He's gonna be a handful. But everyone take a seat at the table. I made a home-cooked meal for my hubby's first day home. I know he must be tired of top ramens and beans. So let's fill our tummies so we can call it a night. I know my babe must be tired from that long bus ride home. And the twins have school in the morning, so let's eat up. Frog, will you join us?
Thanks for the offer, but I gotta get going. It's been a long time, big homie. But I'm glad you're back. What you got up for tomorrow?
Pull me up around noonish so we can bust down.
Bust down? Don't tell me you was in prison dancing on your blue face tip. Bust down, Tatiana. Let me see you bust down.
Nah, the Frog. Bust down. You know, getting money. Man, working out.
Working out? You had me over here doing bust down, Tatiana, and you talking about working out? Why you just say that then? I'm gonna come get you, and we could go down to 24-hour fitness in Ladera. I got a monthly pass, and I can bring one person with me.
Nah, bro, we ain't gotta go nowhere. Hey, wifey got a clothesline in the backyard. We can do our pull-ups off of there. And she got her plastic bags in the kitchen cabinet. Oh, and she got the hefty bags, bro.
And you're telling me about trash bags? Why?
Because, bro, how do you think I got these muscles, these guns? I've been lifting water bags since they took out the weights in my pen in '96.
Water bags? What are you talking about?
That's when you fill up a bag up with water, and then we get our Skrilla Scratch dinero.
Bro, you're tripping. You're home now. You don't have to do none of that jailhouse stuff anymore. They have all them types of different machines like Bowflexes, treadmills, weight benches.
Treadmills. We can spin a few laps around the block. We don't need no stupid treadmills.
You're tripping. But, you're my boy. So I'm going to be around here around 11 in the morning so we can figure out what we're going to do.
End of scene 1. Scene 2. In the living room of Tiny and Simone's house the next morning, Tiny is cleaning up the living room when Simone comes from the bathroom.
Boy, where's my good dry towel? And why are there socks, underwear, and that sweatsuit you pearled in hanging up on strings in my bathroom? And how the hell did you get them damn strings up anyway?
Babe, I told you. I got some cold tactics I picked up in prison. The string I got from ripping up a t-shirt, I found the bathroom hamper. And I pasted the strings on a wall with the few pieces of cardboard and some toothpaste.
Why are you hang drying clothes when we have a washer and dryer in the washroom? Where is my towel?
Oh, wait, are you talking about this towel, babe?
Oh my God, I know you are not cleaning the damn floor of my $300 towel.
Ooh, my fault, babe. I thought this was a knockoff. Babe over here rolling in dough.
And to make it worse, we got a swifter, quicker picker-upper, and you find my $300 towel to wax the floor with?
I've been hitting the floor on my hands and knees for the last 30 years, babe. I don't know no other way. Look how I got that thing shining like a brand new diamond.
Boy, there is truly something wrong with you. Go wake up the kids while I get dressed for work.
He flicks the lights off and on.
Hey, get your butts up. It's count time.
What's going on? Why are you flicking the lights all crazy?
It's too early for this, Pops.
He snatches the sheets off them.
Aren't you up yet? Don't you know what time it is? Get up. Shake them sheets. Brush them teeth.
Dad, I'm up. Jeesh.
What's your last four? What's your last four?
Last four? What are you talking about? I don't got no last four.
Your last four, what is it? What's the 2-digit year and day you were born?
2105.
And you?
But we're twins, Dad.
Hey, don't get smart with me, Squirt. Last four, now.
2105.
Now, go get in the shower. You got 5 minutes. And if you're not out in 5 minutes, I'm going to cut the water off on you.
You are being extra. You need to take it down a few notches.
You think this is extra? You lucky I don't make you burn bath in the sink like I had to when we were in lockdown.
First, we're not prisoners and we're not on lockdown. Take a look around you. I don't know if you realize it, but you're free now.
My bad, baby. Yep, y'all go take a shower. I got your lunches ready for school.
The kids grab their lunches to examine them.
Dad, where's my Lunchable and my Go-Gurt? Why do I have a sandwich with no mayo or cheese on it?
Haga, you don't need no Lunchables or cheese. They fed me like this every day for the last 30 years. And look, I'm as healthy as an ox.
But Dad, all the kids at school are going to laugh at me if I pull this out at lunch. And Mama always gave me a pack of Oreos. Why do I only have 2? And where's my soda?
Y'all don't need no soda. I brought something home from the pen. I knew it would come in handy eventually. Hey, a sport, go grab my plastic bag with my personal property I brought home from prison.
This one right here, Dad?
Yeah, that's it. Do you see some small little white packets inside there?
Yeah?
Yeah, grab 8 of them and give 4 to your sister.
What are these for? And what's PIA orange?
Prison industry. Get water out of the fridge and drop 4 of them inside when you're thirsty. The description says 1, but put 4 in. And one of these blue sugars, and you swear you're drinking Kool-Aid.
This ain't even sugar. It's a sweetener.
Yeah, babe, they don't give us sugar. They think we're gonna make some lightning.
Lightning? What's that?
Hey kids, why aren't you at the bus stop?
Because Daddy gave us these prison lunches and I can't eat this. I'm still gonna be hungry.
Y'all go get in the car. We'll stop somewhere on the way and we'll grab something for lunch. Let me talk to your dad for a second.
What's up, babe? You want to talk to me?
When I was getting for work, I was watching TV and Steve Harvey had this couple on discussing parolees coming home with PTSD from being in prison too long. It's about to come back on in a couple hours. I think you, or maybe I should say we, could benefit a lot if you watched.
What's wrong, babe? Well, why do I need to watch it? Am I doing something wrong?
I mean, the things you are doing, let me find the right words. I don't want to say weird, but the things you are doing are different. But I gotta go because I'm gonna be late for work, but watch that show, okay? It'll help our situation.
All right, babe, I will. You're my heart. You and my kids mean the world to me. And the last thing I want to do is make you guys feel weirded out by me.
End of scene 2. Scene 3. Later that afternoon, Tiny is in the living room, deep in thought, when he is suddenly interrupted by a knock on the door.
What is that?
It's your little homie, Frog.
What's up, my guy?
He shakes Frog's hand normally.
I'm good. What's up with you?
I just watched the Steve Harvey show, and he had a couple on there that recently divorced because the husband came home from prison, and he was so institutionalized that the things he was doing was destroying their relationship.
You good, big bro? I don't think Simone will leave you. Y'all been kicking since grade school.
I know, but looking at that show and analyzing my conduct, I'm realizing I'm tripping and that I gotta make a change as soon as possible because Lord knows my wife and kids is the only reason I made it 30 years without giving up on life.
I bet. But I came over to see if you want to work out today.
Nah, I'm trying to figure out this mess out. I'm thinking of hooking up a candlelit dinner for wifey.
Ooh, sounds like a plan. Look, let me use the restroom. My brother got a piss, like an old man with a bad bladder.
Yeah, it's down the hall to the right.
While Frog is in the bathroom, Tiny starts cleaning up and gets rid of everything that he brought home from prison. Frog walks back in the living room.
Bro, why did you put lines up in the bathroom and start hanging clothes? I know Simone got a washer.
Oh yeah, I gotta take all that down. I'm just so used to washing my clothes in the toilet.
In the toilet? Oh, hell no. I know you didn't wash your clothes in the toilet. You burned out. And speaking of toilet, there's a bag in the toilet. I had to take it out to use the restroom. What was that?
Oh, that! That is my batch of my finest white lightning.
White lightning? Tiny, don't tell me you're making drink in the toilet. When we go out into the liquor store and buy whatever we want.
Yeah, but they ain't got this.
Tiny pours a cup and tries to hand it to Frog.
Hey, this that fire. You can't take a sip.
Man, you're wasting your time. You're pouring that cup. I wouldn't drink that crap if it was in prison. And it smells like burnt tissue in there.
Oh, burnt tissue. You must be talking about my incense.
Your incense? I didn't smell nothing but burnt paper smell.
In lockup, we used to make incense out of rolled up tissue and muslin oil.
Bruh, you're tripping. here's $1. Go to the store and get some incense because them things stink. Matter of fact, here's $10 for some Moscato. Please don't try to get on Simone's good side with that toilet drink, because I don't want you to be calling me for a place to sleep when she throws your butt out.
You know what? You're right. When I was watching Steve Harvey, the psych was saying the same thing.
Yeah, bro. Gotta leave all that jail stuff in jail. You're free now. I don't want to see you lose your family behind something so silly.
It may seem silly to you, but this is all I know. For the last 30 years, I've been doing things this way.
You know what? You're right, Tiny. That was a bad choice of words. It's not silly. But to someone who has never been to prison, they wouldn't understand. And I just don't want to see you lose Simone and the kids.
I don't want to lose them either. So I'm going to take your advice to heart and change. But I got to start cooking before wifey get back. I want to surprise her with a candlelit dinner.
All right, big bro. Good luck. Matter of fact, I'm going to pick up the kids and take them to my house so y'all can do your thing.
Thank you, Frog. You truly are a real friend.
No problem, bro. I just want to see you succeed in everything you do.
Frog and Tiny embrace, and Frog leaves the house. And Tiny starts getting ready for his special night with his wife.
Honey, I'm home. What's that smell? You cooked? And why are there candles lit? Did you burn out the power?
No, silly lady. I did not blow out the power. That smell is your dinner. Come sit down. I made you a special candlelit dinner.
Where are the kids? Don't tell me you forgot to pick them up.
Aha! A frog picked them up and he took them to his house for a few hours so we can chill. Just the two of us. Yeah, babe. I watched Steve Harvey's show and I realized I was tripping. So I've decided to make some changes before it's too late.
That's good, babe. I'm starving.
Simone goes to grab the dining room chair, but Tiny rushes to her aid.
Not, babe. Let me get that for you.
Thank you, babe. What did you cook? It smells delicious.
One of my specialty dishes. Babe, you know I was like a chef in my building? Everybody on the yard was having me cook for them.
Well, it smells good, whatever it is.
Okay. Close your eyes.
Tiny brings the meal from the kitchen and places it on the table in front of her. He lifts the platter up.
Okay, babe, you can open them.
What is this? It looks like some kind of sandwich with bologna and chips in it.
Babe, this is one of my best sellers. It's called a man-wich.
Is that a top ramen?
Yeah, babe, it's top ramen. But hey, with all the other ingredients, you barely taste it.
Boy, I'm dead. So after watching Steve Harvey's show with a divorced couple, this is the meal you decide to make for me?
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm going to my parents' house for the weekend to think.
End of play. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure there's thunderous applause, actors, wonderful work. Woo! Those actors and the writers, if you'd like to join us on the screen, we can answer some questions about the plays. Directors as well, yes, thank you. All right, well, I see Shawn here, who is one of our writers. Shawn, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Shawn Khalifa, and I wrote Prison Is Not Me that you saw performed by these wonderful actors.
And what was your inspiration for that, Shawn?
My inspiration for that is getting out of prison and attending college. I went into prison when I was pretty young, at 15, and I'm getting out. I got out at 31 and went right into school. And one of the main things I talk about all the time is prison. I talk about prison every day. Can't help it because it's been my life from age 15 to 31. So if you ask me about anything, I can only relate it back to what I was doing in prison when that happened. So that's normally how prison comes up. But yeah, I mean, I attend College Southwestern and transferring into SDSU in the fall. So part of my play was exploring, how I could start my career off as an Aztec and not let everybody know that I've been to prison like I'm doing right now. I'm in prison, everybody. So that was part of the inspiration for the play, just exploring it, seeing how it would turn out, but also just getting comfortable with the fact that I've been to prison and it's cool regardless of how my peers respond, because some of them, like Whitney, are like extremely supportive. And that's even better at the end of the day because it is what it is. I don't have to hide where I came from to where I'm at now.
That's awesome. And our director of that play, would you like to say something, Lexi?
Yeah, hello, my name is Lexi Vera and I directed Prison Is Not Me. And something that was just really cool in the process that I didn't have last year, because last year I was an actor in the Playwrights Project and this year I was lucky enough to direct. And I think that it was really cool with the two scenes I directed, Prison Is Not Me and Pathetic Wonderful Life, which is tomorrow. Come see the show tomorrow. And it was really cool to have Shawn in the room as a writer because I can do my best to give direction and try to help my actors tell authentic stories, which they're all incredibly talented at doing that. So obviously they did that. But it's really cool to have the writer's insight in that rehearsal, as well as it being a new process. I mean, Shawn's one of our more veterans as he's been around doing this for a while. But it's definitely cool to have that experience in addition to just any show that you get to do.
Awesome. And also, I'll now introduce Robert Wood, who's our other writer. We met briefly at the start. Robert, how about your play? What was your inspiration?
Man? You guys really pulled it off on that one and on Shawn's. I was really impressed. You know, when you write something and you see life breathed into it through the actors and the person who's directing it, sometimes it doesn't come out like you want it to, or sometimes it's not something that you're excited about. In this case, it's something I was more excited about than I thought I was going to be. You guys were absolutely outstanding.
That's great. Thank you, Robert. And we had the opportunity to have Shawn and Robert in the rehearsal Zoom room, helping answer questions, filling in some of the gaps in knowledge that people may not have known about prison life. Would any of the actors like to comment about what that experience was like for any of the plays?
Yeah, like having the writers in the room, or if some days if it wasn't the writer, having just someone who knew the experience in the room, it opened up a lot of things for me and the cast as well. And there were some rehearsals where after we would do like an hour of character work or whatever, we would spend just an hour talking and just asking questions. Then eventually it was kind of like a story just being told, and we just listened. And for me, my brain was really opened up to just how much because I don't know a lot about that world, so hearing the experiences they had and just going through it really opened my eyes up to in how dehumanizing it can be, and it really showed me how much light that this brings to those people, because the stories that come with this stuff, it's freaking professional. It's funny, and the characters are awesome, and the characters have so much nuance to them, and the relationships are so thought out. So just to see these people bring this work and have it connect to all of us in so many different ways, it's really impactful to both them and to me and us. So just having them there and just having them talk with us and share their experiences, it was really cool just to see them tell it to us in a way that I'm always surprised of how human people are, because I like meeting people, and I'm like, oh, you're so nice. Because a lot of times I'm just I'm a shy boy, and I'm I don't want to talk to people. But just having them just open up and just express themselves, and I'm oh my God, you're so fun, and you're so you're just sometimes you're wacky, you're goofy, you're just a human. And I'm just man, there's just so much about people that you don't really know. So having these talks, it really just, the depth of how much a person can really be really shined. And it was just man, you are more than just what your past says you are, and you are more than just what other people say you are. And even in these plays, it shows just how much you are. But even other than that, like there's so much more about you, and I'm just blown away and excited to continue and excited to learn more.
Thank you. Thank you for that. It was beautiful. Any other actors want to comment on the experience for them? I don't know how you can say more than that. It was beautiful, but I know he wanted to say something.
I just want to AC on because I got hot. But yeah, just piggybacking off what Devin said, this really was an eye-opening experience because this is my third year doing Playwrights Project, and each and every time reading these stories and just hearing the voices of these people, it's just always so fascinating. And just to hear their voice and everything, and to have it put on paper and to have us perform with them and to have them like teach us about the experiences of like what they went through and what this world is, all of it together, it just culminates to this just beautiful experience that I'm so grateful to be a part of, to be able to just share these stories for these unique individual people. And I think it's just really awesome. I think everyone should like experience this. Everyone should definitely watch this.
Awesome. All right. And yes, please. Would the actors please change your names to your real names so people can address you? Thank you.
I'm Marissa. I just wanted to say thank you, Playwrights and production team, for giving us this opportunity. I'm very grateful for it, and I'm sure all of us are. So thank you for trusting us with your work and confiding in us to tell your stories and bring your pieces to life. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, as like an actress that is not familiar with the situation, having the playwright there is definitely so helpful, so that they can tell us about their experience. And also, I really appreciate Shawn because he has been so positive and giving us feedback throughout the process, which I just want to recognize that because I think that is awesome.
Fantastic. That's great. I see in the chat that Nayani has said that the production is so gripping, absolutely no gaps. Total performance, clarity of thought, and rendition. Wish I could watch again with my teachers and friends from school. So yes, that's wonderful. We do hope to put the shows up on our YouTube channel if they are, once the video is approved by the administration. So we'll look forward to that opportunity and let you know when that happens. Thank you. Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, I just wanted to say also that the casting of these plays was really good. Like they really picked the right person for each role, and that the actors were extremely well coached. I just, that stood out to me.
Fantastic. We love hearing that. You know, one of the problems we encounter is that we have many more females in our theater departments, right? And so we did have to switch up. One of it was supposed to be a boy and girl twin, but I thought it worked really well with them being two girls. One's a little bit more of a tomboy, and I thought that was a really fun choice and the way that came out. Does anyone else have something they'd like to say about this? Should we throw it open to the audience to see if anybody has questions or comments?
There's a question down there.
Oh, there's one in the chat says, how was the virtual casting process? Or was some of it in person?
I can talk about that. So all of the casting was virtual. We did it in like January-ish via Zoom. And so what we did was we were like, you don't need to prepare anything. Don't be scared. Just come in. We'll throw some scenarios at you. And then just do the thing. Because when you're casting as a director, one thing you really want to see is how well people can take direction. And it doesn't necessarily matter if the improv is good or not, which all of it ended up being good, but that's not the point. It's how people react to how you just throw different things and seeing how willing people are. And I think we were very fortunate that because I'm also not the only director. There's me, Peter, Kayla, and Michaela, who all directed scenes, some of them tomorrow. And it was just, all of us pretty much got our first choices. We all ended up getting our first choice of directing scenes and first choice of actors. And so it just happened to be the cards that we were dealt were just perfectly in order already. And it was a good experience.
Wonderful.
I think, from my perspective, at least.
Great, great. And Ahmed has a hand raised there. Would you like to join us?
Sure. Can everybody hear me?
We hear you.
Everybody, I'm Ed Dance. I'm still at work, San Diego Repertory Theater. I just want to say that all the actors, it was great, especially to Shawn and Robert. Really appreciate your courage in sharing your stories. As also a former inmate in the California Department of Corrections for 6 years, I've been out since 2001. Been working in performing arts since then. I just think that this is very, very important work, and I want everybody to understand the courage it takes to let the general public know and share your story about being locked up, because it is a very traumatic experience. And I know when I came out in 2001, it wasn't something you wanted to tell people, but I thought it was important, through this journey to share that so that people understand that you can recover from that life, that you can change your ways, and that you can contribute to society. So shout out to all the actors, shout out to the Playwrights Project for really taking the time to discuss the issues with those who are incarcerated. It's a very important part of our society. And again, a big shout out to Shawn and Robert for just sharing your journey and having the courage to let this part of your life be known to everybody.
And thank you for sharing, Ahmed. That's really
And
gracious
a
of
shout
you.
out to you too, man. I was the first person to interview me for a podcast when I came on. Good friend of mine.
I know I said I would let everyone go within an hour, so we have 4 minutes left for any burning questions. I know we have some teaching artists in the room that I should be recognizing too. I saw Mo and Nicole, and I'm not seeing everybody else's name. So Nicole, jump in if there's anybody I missed, please. And I see Maria had a hand up. Maria, would you like to join us?
The twins got a question in the chat.
Okay.
It says, Jordan says, I thought Drake and Devin had really good chemistry in the first play. How much of an impact do you think being brothers had on your acting performances?
Nice.
Thank you for the hello. Well, you see. So thank you for the compliment. We really appreciate it. And I'd say I think it had a huge impact. Yeah, because I've worked with him for since I was in the womb, right? So basically, I kind of already just have a sixth sense of predicting anything this man's gonna do, and just the vibe that we get from each other, we just work off of each other pretty well, I'd say. But yeah, also it helps because we help to critique each other, to help work on our characters, to help build each other up and stuff like that. Having someone you can trust to the point where you can tell them anything you want, but at the end of the day, it's I love you. Yeah, that helps a lot. and that's why, and since we're since we're so close, everything, the whole consent talk, which is extremely important. We already got that. We already have a great sense of what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. So yeah, to make sure it's so comfortable working off of to make sure to make sure since we're next to each other, I would make sure I'll let Devin know, hey, can I shove you with my elbow if I was gonna do that or something like that. Go for it, man. Just shove it, dude. But just anyways, but yeah. So yeah, it does impact us.
And Thelma, would you like to show yourself and say your comment that's in the midst?
Shout out Thelma.
Oh my goodness, I'm a mess. Anyway, hi everyone. I just wanted to say it's so nice to see all of the actors who have been with this program. When you've graduated, I mean, maybe you'll be able to participate still, but it's just really wonderful to see you.
Yeah, we were so moved by those that come back, especially when they come back 3 years in a row. Thank you, guys. All right. And Joni says, thank you, very inspiring. And working with inmates, I'm happy to see them have a voice and show their creativity, which is very important for all of us. So yes, but especially for those who might feel that they aren't heard and understood. So any last burning comments from anyone of our company? Thank you all again for being a part of this process. Peter, thank you for your partnership, for making this possible. It's been extraordinary. And please come back Friday and Saturday, 6 o'clock. It's super fun, completely different events happening. And Wayne Cook is with us today, and he's going to be emceeing a conversation on Saturday. So it'll be super fun. He has done a lot of work with theater programs in prisons. Robert, did I see your hand in the air?
Yeah, I just wanted to also thank you and Peter during the directing process for saying, let's look at some of this stuff. Let's rethink a little bit of it. Let's rearrange some of it.
Yeah.
So that in addition to the actors doing such a great job, you guys did a great job too, and up my writing on that. So I appreciate that too. I wanted to point that out.
Well, thank you very much. And thank you for your willingness to revise. We always stress the importance of revision. And when you finally see the actors performing it and how each actor looks at their individual character to find their arc and their motivations, it really can help influence your writing. So thank you for grasping that opportunity and further developing your plays. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow or Saturday or both.